Hello guys, welcome to the Pazzy channel again. So today it is the 500 subscribers special video for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. And it's going to be about the top 10 cars that need to be in GTA 5, the next DLC that is coming soon. Okay, so I'm going to do this a bit differently based on compared to like other YouTubers. So I'm going to split to two groups. So I'm going to talk about the top 5 normal cars, like supercars like me, like road legal cars, and the other 5 it's going to be about weaponized / armored cars. So it's going to be like a balance, throughout the vehicle selection choice. So hope you guys enjoy it. Let's start with normal car first. So on number 5 we have the Mercedes-Benz AMG E63S wagon. So some of you guys may think, oh, why do you choose a sedan? Like, it's a normal car, it's not special. Okay, so hear me about this, right? The AMG E63S truck is absolute beautiful beast. So it can go 0 to 60 miles in 3.4 seconds with a power of 603 horsepower. That is good stuff with a wagon, right? So you're driving a wagon, but you're actually, with the speed of a supercar. So that's why I chose this car, and it looks really cool with a dual speed clutch, 9-speed dual speed clutch. So that is actually really bad. So it's a handcrafted AMG's 4-liter V8 bit turbo. It is definitely a really powerful car with 600 horsepower. It's almost faster than some of the Ferraris. I mean, that is crazy. So on number 4 we have the Ferrari Laferrari. Pretty weird name with 2 Ferraris in one name, right? This car is an overall best production car, like the LaFerrari. It has a 949 horsepower. It goes 0 to 60 miles in 2.6 seconds. I mean, that's crazy with a top speed of 217 miles per hour. That is crazy. And I really love the design. It's really futuristic, and the interior has really great color and great material. So the gearbox is actually based on like their 7-speed F1 dual clutch. So it's from like the Formula 1 actual race car. So that's kind of pretty cool. And it has 6.3 liter V12. I mean, that is a pretty massive engine. So you guys might think that, oh, LaFerrari is a Gran Turismo, the normal one, the car that got released with GTA 5 when it actually started. Well, you guys are wrong, because the LaFerrari had hit their first production during June 2013, so it's the coupe version of it. But I'm talking about the Aperta version, which is introduced to the world of cars during October 2016 to August 2018. So it's the Aperta, so it's kind of like an advanced, more kind of version of LaFerrari. I want that kind. I don't want the the first kind of production. It is not that cool. And yeah, so you guys might argue me, the Turismo is a LaFerrari. Well, it's not. First of all, it doesn't have wing doors that open upwards. The Turismo opens sideways. And speaking of reality, the Turismo does not look like a LaFerrari. So on number 3 we have a really cool concept car. It's called the Vision Mercedes Maybach 6 Cabriolet. So this is a concept car, as you guys can see. So in real life, actually there's 1 or 2 made, and it's a electric car, so there's gonna be no sound, but with a 550 kilowatt output. So it's a really powerful car, 0 to 100 kilometers in under 4 seconds. So it's kind of a really cool car with a really good speed, a really powerful car, but also it's like basically a really luxury car. Like, it's so luxury. There's LED lights in there. I mean, the seats are incredible. Like, the interior is just crazy with like built-in 3D freaking monitors. I mean, it's crazy. And it's also convertible. So Rockstar haven't made a lot of convertible cars, but this is actually a really cool concept convertible car that they can make. They can produce in GTA 5. It's gonna be pretty expensive price wise, but it's a concept car. But I reckon this is gonna be one of the coolest cars in game. Actually, Rockstar make it look the same as the real life one. So this is why this is my number 3, because Rockstar have never made a concept car that is convertible, and which includes luxuries also. They have made a lot of supercar concept cars before, but they haven't made like a luxury sedan or a coupe. You know, this is why it's on my number 3. So let's get on with number 2, shall we? So on number 2 we have the Zenvo TSR-S. So this car, actually I made a video about it with like using Forza Horizon 4 the game on it. If you guys want to check it out, I'll put the link in my description below. So why this car is on my number 2? So this car is a really unique supercar, and it's made like based on its advanced aerodynamic. Like people actually focused on the aerodynamic. So the TSR-S delivers a 1177 brake horsepower. I mean, that's absolutely crazy, with a paddle shift 7-speed gearbox. So it's not 9 speeds, it's 7-speed, which is pretty interesting, and with a top speed of 325 kilometers. And the most unique thing about this car is with the tilted wings. So I wish that Rockstar actually put, you know, this car in, because it has a tilted wing. So when you turn, the wing actually turns as well. So it tilts the way that you're turning. So it's actually pretty cool, you know, that Rockstar could add some of this car inside. Before we get to number 1 of the normal car section, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like the content so far. I'll be doing GTA 5 live streams every Thursday, and obviously the DLC live stream that might be coming soon. And then normally every Tuesday I post Forza Horizon videos. So if you are a car guy, don't forget to just smash the red button and give me a like as well. That would be really appreciated. So number 1, we have the all-time favorite car, which is a JDM. It's a Nissan Skyline R34. Some of you guys may think, oh, we already have a Skyline looking car in GTA 5. Well, that one's actually based on a R32. So like a car guy, it's not R34, so it's different. You can't say that it already exists in the game, because it's 2 different specs of cars. You know, it's the R34 Skyline. It got featured in Fast and Furious. You know, it's a really frequently used car in like the Fast and Furious franchise. I mean, it's really cool, because the R34 is actually kind of rare nowadays, because it's a really old car. It actually can't be imported into some of the countries. You know, it's really hard to get, so it's actually kind of only legal in Japan. So the R34, I would recommend Rockstar to put it in the Benny's category, because you actually can convert it to like a really cool version of the car. You know, you could like actually customize it so much, and it's a really cool car. Now, I'm not gonna say the specs of this car. I'm only gonna say it's the 5-speed manual gearbox, but I'm not gonna talk about the horsepowers, because there's no baseline of it. People can tune it to like about 1,000 horsepower if they want, or like about 200 or 300 horsepower if they want. Up to people. But this car can actually be tuned so much and could be customized so much. So I actually want Rockstar Games to put it into the game, or the GTA 5 game obviously, because I love customizing cars. It could be like almost a lot of 40 options on shit in Benny's, you know, customization. So actually it'd be really cool if they could put it inside. And I just love the car so much. You know, you can put different liveries on it, different bumpers, different style, different spoilers, I mean different rims, you know, different upgrades, turbo. I want it to be in GTA 5, like legit. I really want it. It's such a cool car, and I like it really much. And that is for number 1, the Skyline R34. Let's get on to the weaponized cars. So on the number 5 for the weaponized / armored cars, I will go for the Range Rover Sentinel. So the Range Rover Sentinel is a really popular armored car. It's used by the British government. So yeah, so basically all British government officials have those cars, almost all of them, but not all of them obviously. So you could actually put, you know, blue lights, like cop car lights on it, so it actually makes it really cool. I want Rockstar to include that if it actually, you know, make this car and put this car into the game. How really cool. You can drive around with this car with like bulletproof glass, you know, bomb proof, like couple you can get hit, you know, with 2 bombs or something. You know, make it like a really, you know, a basic looking armored car, if you know what I mean. And with like cop lights, you know, some blue lights with the bumper as the picture shown right here. That would be really cool. You know, have the cop car sound inside, and you know, the light flash while driving in GTA. That would be pretty cool, you know. On the number 4, we have a armored car that is based on real life. It's called the Rhino GX. So this car, you guys might not really know what it is because it's not that popular, but it's actually really popular, like in the groups of people that buys armored cars. So the Rhino GX, it's a really cool car. You could sit up to a lot of people, like almost 7 or 8 people in just only inside the car, including the driver, obviously. And you know, I want to make this like, you know, might be like an Insurgent Mark II, you know, because in GTA 5 there's not many cars that you can bring a lot of people with. Like maximum might be 4, but the Insurgent pickup custom could take 7 or 8. I'm not sure. Wait, I'm sorry, it's 6 people for the Insurgent pickup custom, but this car Rockstar could actually make it to sit up to 7 or 8 people. You know, you could actually take a lot of people with it as well. It's a really cool looking armored car. It can, you know, get bombed, you know, a couple of times or 8 or 9 times, you know. It's a really good off-roading car. It just look really cool, and the main reason for it to exist, it just is, it could take a lot of passengers with it. So that might be a really cool car to be in the game. So I know I said for number 3, you know, it's gonna be cars, but I just want to include this bike. So it's not a car, it's a bike. So some of you guys may have watched the Fast and Furious, you know, side movie, which is called Hobbs and Shaw. You know how the villain has the bike that could transform. Yeah, so that is a really cool bike. You know, it's really powerful and it has really high armor. So basically I want that to be in the game because Oppressor Mark II is kind of like, you know, overpowered, but this thing kind of like, you know, good, just, you know, just alright. So this bike will actually be pretty cool if Rockstar can make it like weaponized with like machine guns or missiles with it. And also it could actually transform, you know, transform for a bit, like into like a something, I don't know, like in the movie he actually transformed to like something, you know, lowered bike, you know, with lowered suspension. You can, you know, stand on it. That would be pretty cool, you know, or a person could actually stand on the side of the bike. Yeah, so or just make it even like transform, you know. So this car with a really, you know, tough armor could detonate like what 5 missiles, blow it up. That would be a really cool bike. You know, it's not too powerful because it can't fly, so it's not gonna be that OP, but it's just gonna be a really cool, you know, cool idea to let the Rockstar Games do that, you know, with a really tough armored bike that cannot fly, that could transform with missiles and explosive MGs or just normal machine guns to drive around. You know, you can use it calling the bike using your MC. That is going to be really cool. Yeah, let's get on to number 2. So on number 2 we have the Aston Martin DBS, the James Bond car, obviously. So yeah, I didn't include this in normal car because this is not a normal car, obviously. So I really want, you know, a supercar or a sports car that is, you know, weaponized, and also like, you know, with a really tough armor, obviously, and really well-known supercar that looks really nice. And so the Aston Martin DBS actually looks pretty awesome. It looks so nice, this car, and I love it. So it would be really cool if Rockstar could actually put missiles in it, and it could be like a bulletproof car driving around. That'd be really cool with like different, you know, stunts in it. It might can jump or something, but it looks like a normal, you know, Aston Martin, normal sports car, but actually it's a really, you know, cool secret weaponized car. Yeah, that's probably why I chose this car as number 2. Unique but freaking deadly. Let's get on to number 1 for this video. So number 1, it's called the Hydra Schmidt Coupe V16. I only found this name because this is not a real car, it's a fictional car, but Rockstar could also put it into the game, you know. So this car is featured in Captain America, the first Avenger movie, while like the villain drove this car. So the Red Skull, you know, drive this car. This car is absolutely powerful, you know. It has like pretty cool boost when you can go faster than a plane. I mean, that's crazy. And it's just like a really classic old car, but you know, with a power, like it's more powerful than like what most of the Ferraris. It's a V16. I mean, come on. It's also really luxurious by the time, and it's a, you know, cabriolet. It's not a convertible, you know, there's no rooftop. That's basically what it is. You know, it's a really cool car, you know, to drive around and shit, but it's also really quick. And it might be a little bit overpowered if they put like some missiles or machine guns in it, but I don't know, I just like it. You know, this car going like, you know, could go like might be the fastest car in the game, you know, but not weaponized. That'd also be still fun. It's probably just a really cool looking car, you know, an old classic car, but with a engine of a Ferrari or a Koenigsegg or something like that. Yeah, so that sums up for today's video. That is my top 10 cars, weapon cars, armored cars / normal cars. So if you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to click the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up, like in this video. That would be really appreciated. I'll be live streaming on Thursday. Hopefully the DLC drops then, and that's about it. Drop a comment down below what you guys think about my list. Do you guys agree, disagree? By the way, this is all my opinion only, so don't get really, you know, offended, or you know, if you say that it's wrong. There's no right or wrong with opinions. So you can also comment down below what you guys think your top 10 list is. Thank you so much for watching my video. Take care and see you guys in the next video or the next live stream. Bye.